Hello beautiful Pisces, welcome to another love reading. In today's reading we're going to look into the feelings, how you feel, how the person you are dealing with feels, and what is basically going on. So let's start with the first topic, and it's going to be how you feel in this connection. So how you feel. We have a Queen of Cups suggesting basically that you feel very deeply, you care very deeply about this person, you feel very emotionally invested in the relationship, you feel also maybe a little bit like protective over the relationship, over the connection. You also feel a little bit hurt because you had some misunderstandings, you had some conflicts in this connection, you feel hurt by it. You are maybe also thinking about all of the arguments you had, you are maybe also replaying all the bad things you kind of like said to each other in your head. You feel very emotionally drained of all of the battles. You also feel that you need to kind of like step back and rest emotionally, because it's kind of like draining your energy, it's kind of like draining you down, because you really want peace, you don't want any kind of tension, you don't want unresolved tension, you really want the peace. And you are also maybe wondering if it's actually worth the stress what you are kind of like sensing, because you're maybe also kind of like torn between, you know, the love that, yeah, I care about them, but still I need to protect myself. I really cannot feel anxious. I really cannot feel tension because it's not good for me. So basically this is what I'm kind of like getting. You really want emotional closeness. Like I said, there is a fear. You're also noticing maybe when they kind of like withdraw or act distant, you also are maybe feeling a little bit isolated in your own emotions, because I feel like you're very much invested in this connection. So you're kind of also maybe learning how to step back before reacting, and you feel very reflective as well, is what I'm kind of like getting. Maybe you are thinking about what is good for you, how this relationship can develop over the time. You want to be emotionally honest. You don't just want some kind of affection or something. You really want to be honest with the emotions. You feel mentally exhausted by the drama, is what I'm getting. You are craving stability, you are craving real understanding. You're also hoping that things are going to resolve, but I had a feeling that you don't want to lose yourself. You still maybe feel also deep self-love towards you. So I feel like also maybe you are currently, or you're being asked to spend some time journaling about the situation, reflecting. You are maybe also thinking a lot currently. You feel very cautious also, because you don't want to act kind of like impulsively. When I'm looking at the cards also, you are kind of like avoiding the conflicts to protect your energy, is currently what's going on. But let's see how they feel about the connection, what is going on in their life, how they perceive the connection. So I don't feel like they have two queens, okay? So they feel very calm and in control of their own emotions. They want stability, they want balance, they are very practical about the relationship, is what I'm getting. They are very practical, they are kind of maybe analyzing everything before they are kind of like acting or speaking, and they feel also probably like very responsible, that they need to maintain the peace and maintain the harmony. They're also very careful about not to be very emotionally, how to say this, very emotionally kind of vulnerable or something. They think more with logic, and they see the connection as something that can actually maybe require for the things to be fair, to be actually very tangible as well, if you know what I mean. Like they're willing to compromise, but it needs to lead to the harmony. So I feel like the harmony is very important for them, but they have also a lot of like I would say logical awareness in themselves or about the relationship as well, and they're kind of like focus on probably like long-term growth more than impulsive feelings, and they want consistency as well from you, is what I'm kind of like getting. So they are very much focused on this, and they don't want drama. They want to have also the patience, and they prefer probably the action. They feel very calm, cold to you, not cold, but very, they feel very drawn to you, but more in like a calm, very steady way. And I think like there is a mutual effort, or they want mutual effort, and they hope that maybe also this connection can kind of mature on its own terms, on its own pace, I would say. And they also, I feel like they communicate clearly when they want. They are also taking some steps towards stability rather than maybe excitement, is what I'm getting. Like they don't want to do emotional, like impulsive emotional reactions. It's what I'm kind of like getting. let's see the real truth, what is really going on. So I have a feeling when I'm looking at the cards, what is really going on? This connection really require work, okay? And the real effort is needed from both sides. So definitely this connection needs work to do on it, okay? I feel like one of you feels very unfulfilled. I'm so sorry for saying this, but one of you in this connection feel unfulfilled. Emotionally stagnant. There is a potential for fresh start. There is a potential for something new, but someone needs to take basically the first step, okay? Emotional boredom is there. Waiting can slow down the progress. So I feel like you need to be consistent, you need to have consistent attention, you need to look for small gestures, and it can also strengthen the bond. And I feel like you both have chance to grow somewhere, but you need to have same effort in this connection. You need to put the same effort. So I feel like this new energy is very much possible in your connection. You can get a new spark, new inspiration, and definitely you need to also realize that the hard work and also the patience will lead you to some kind of rewards emotionally. So I think, yeah, the opportunities are there, they exist, but they can even rebuild the excitement. But also I have a feeling like you need to kind of balance everything, these emotions with actions as well. So I feel like one person really needs to step forward more boldly, and both sides are kind of like creating you, and also the other person that I'm seeing, you are kind of like ready, or you are able to create something long term. So I feel like also there is like a mutual attention when I'm looking at the cards, but there is some temporary disinterest, if it's the right word, I don't know. You know, that temporary something is, someone is like distracted, and the connection is capable of growth, but you both need to put the same effort. So what is basically the dynamic? I feel like you feel very deeply, you're very sensitive, you are reflecting a lot, they feel very steady, they feel very balanced, also they're very careful, and the connection is very practical as well, and the effort must be from the both sides. Because I feel like when I'm going to now put all of the cards together, I feel like don't overthink for too much, don't retreat yourself for too much, and notice all of the small gestures they are giving you, notice everything, because I feel like also all of the things they are kind of like showing you, it has a meaning. And try to also balance the emotional investment with like a self-care. Don't forget about the self-care. And I feel like you really deeply care, but they are kind of like steady, they are kind of like measuring everything. And I feel like the effort and the patience and honesty can create the stability in this relationship. But really you need to also focus on finding the new spark, finding the new inspiration to actually be able to work on this relationship. But yeah, my beautiful Pisces, I kind of feel like that was it, what the universe wanted you to know. So thank you so much for listening. And if you'd like to get a personal reading, link is in the description down below where you can book your reading. And also if you'd like to get more messages like this, please hit the subscribe button down below, because I'm publishing every single day new messages, so you're not going to miss any of them. So thank you so much. Until next time, see you.